Hello, I'm Jeremy Albrecht, volunteer and board member at the Shy Wolf Sanctuary, and today is World Wildlife Day. World Wildlife Day was created December 20th, 2013 by the UN to commemorate the adoption of the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, and to celebrate and raise awareness of the world's wildlife. That makes this the 4th annual World Wildlife Day, and this year's theme is Big Cats, Predators Under Threat. So we at the Shy Wolf Sanctuary thought we would make a video about some of the big cats being recognized this year and which of them our facility has rescued over the years. But first, a question you might ask yourself is, but Jeremy, the Shy Wolf Sanctuary rescues captive bred animals. How does what you do help wildlife? While it's true that the Shy Wolf Sanctuary has mainly housed captive bred animals over the years, we do touch wildlife directly by maintaining 3 species that were born wild. Our raccoons, our coyotes, and our gopher tortoises are all wildlife rehab situations where the animals couldn't be released back into the wild. So how does the work of Shy Wolf Sanctuary and other animal facilities impact wildlife as a whole? The simple answer is through education and awareness. But to really understand how that impacts wildlife on a macro level, we have to focus first on the world's top species, Homo sapiens, us, human beings, people in general. Now, my experience as a tour guide and an educator has taught me that human beings are the touchy-feely types. Sure, we can appreciate things from afar through photos or books or stories, but the fastest way to a person's heart is through personal experience and interaction. That doesn't always have to mean physical contact, but certainly that's the most effective method of creating a bond and facilitating action. Let me show you what I mean. How does it make you feel when I show you this photo? Certainly anyone can appreciate the beauty of the animal in this photograph. It's regal and majestic. It exudes many of the qualities people admire. Strength, speed, cunning, they're all there. Now look at this photo, and I think you might feel something different. The words that come to mind might be something like friendship or bond or trust. The first picture elicited descriptive adjectives describing the wolf, but these pictures elicit words that describe relationships, and that is what we're all trying to create at Shy Wolf Sanctuary, because people stand up for causes they have a relationship with. So the way Shy Wolf Sanctuary helps wildlife is by utilizing our captive animals as ambassadors for their wild counterparts. This is reflected in our mission, to reconnect people and animals through education. Okay, so on to what this year's World Wildlife Day is all about. Big cats. Specifically, the cheetah, jaguar, leopard, lion, puma, snow leopard, and the tiger. Over the years, the Shy Wolf Sanctuary has housed pumas, leopards, and half a jaguar, and I'll explain what I mean by that in a minute. First, let's talk about each of the big cats being honored this year. First off, the tiger. The Siberian tiger is the largest naturally occurring cat in the world, normally topping out around 700 pounds. In the US, there is an estimated 5,000 captive tigers, which exceeds the estimated number of their wild counterparts. While the Shy Wolf Sanctuary has never housed a rescued tiger, we have had a hand in rescuing several over the years, helping get them to facilities equipped to handle them. The lion is one of the most recognizable and revered animals in the world. We name our sports teams after them, we make movies about them, we dress our dogs up like them. Like the tiger, you can find lions living in captivity across the world, many of these owned as private pets. We helped in the rescue and relocation of a lion named Oba, who was living in extreme conditions with a private owner. Next, the snow leopard. Now, if it seems like I had less to say about the snow leopards than I did the 2 previous cats, it's because comparatively we know very little about this cat species, as they are exceedingly difficult to study due to their elusiveness and the terrain they inhabit. The cheetah is Africa's most endangered cat, with less than 10,000 individuals left. Now, we all know that cheetahs are fast, but what most don't know is that they have a very specialized paw we don't see in other cats. Their claws are only semi-retractable and look more like paws of our wolves than they do of our big cats. While we're much happier seeing these animals in the wild, many feel that cheetahs make the best transition to captivity of any big cat. This does not make them good pets, but like we talked about before, it does make them good ambassadors for conservation of their wild counterparts. The puma, cougar, catamount, mountain lion, painter, or panther is the single color cat known to inhabit the Americas. In the 1980s, there were 32 subspecies recognized until a study found many of them too similar to be subspecies and reduced the number to 6. As of 2017, only 2 subspecies are recognized, puma concolor and puma concolor cougar. In Florida, they are referred to as Florida panthers and are often labeled as the third subspecies, Puma concolor corii, although this is contested in scientific circles. There are thought to be less than 200 Florida panthers remaining. Facility overpopulation due to unplanned breeding, rescue from wildlife auction, and failed attempts at exotic pet keeping are all reasons why our pumas come to us. Pumas are the biggest cat in the world that can purr, and in captivity have a habit of not wanting the people they like to leave. Unlike some of our other big cats, we don't directly interact with Cimarron, as his original owners made the mistake of not teaching him basic commands and playing with him rough. It's one of those he doesn't know his own strength scenarios, but don't worry, he gets plenty of attention through the fence and all the boxes he can sit in. Leopards and jaguars are two more cats from the species Panthera, and the reason I'm lumping them together is because not only was our first animal a leopard, but remember when I said we had half a jaguar? That's because one of our rescues, Bango, was a lepjag, or a leopard-jaguar hybrid. Moondance was the three-legged black Asian leopard that started our founder Nancy Smith's journey into what would eventually become the Shy Wolf Sanctuary as we know it today. Moondance was injured at another facility and was relocated to Nancy for rehabilitation and residence. He's a wonderful example of how, with the right people and the right attitude and motivation, you can grow one small act of kindness into something really special. Happy World Wildlife Day, everyone, and thank you for watching. As always, be kind to animals and people, and we hope to see you at the Shy Wolf Sanctuary.